My name's Kristen, and I'm going to show the general anatomy of the brain. So here we have the cerebrum, which is divided into the left and right hemisphere by the longitudinal fissure. Each cerebral hemisphere has identical lobes: the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, and the temporal lobe. The frontal lobe controls movement and is responsible for social behavior, decision-making, personality, emotion. The parietal lobe is responsible for spatial orientation and sensory processing. The occipital lobe is responsible for vision and visual processing, and the temporal lobe is responsible for hearing, learning, and memory. Down here we have the cerebellum, which is responsible for motor skills and equilibrium. Then coming inside of the two cerebral hemispheres, we have the corpus callosum, which is a band of white matter that unites the two cerebral hemispheres, allowing them to communicate. We then have the brainstem, which is made up of the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla oblongata. The midbrain relays visual and auditory data. The pons plays an important role in the autonomic nervous system, and the medulla connects the spinal cord to the brainstem. Back onto the surface of the cerebral hemispheres, or the cerebral cortex, we have these ridges that are called gyri, and the sulcus, or the grooves, or sulci. We have the central sulcus along here that separates the frontal lobe and the parietal lobes, and we have the lateral sulcus that separates the temporal lobes from the rest of the lobes of the cerebrum.